getting pretty bad odds for this time's draw. Next, this two grand range contracts. Oh my gosh, and one. Oh my, I'm just like. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, I'm not at my usual filming location. I'm on a holiday, and sadly enough the obscure weapons exchange has appeared, so I have no choice but to do another equipment crates opening session, and I have you analyze and calculate the probability of what you obtain from the different crates. And this time my statistics I think will be much more accurate, as I've created separate sections for different crates so that the accuracy of what you obtain from rare to grand contracts would be better, and also be including more crates to open. And one of the new crates that I'll be opening would be the family crate, the grand one, because I don't want to skew our contracts, because for like the rare and the elite you don't get grand, so the probability might change a little bit, so I don't want that to happen. And we'll also be including the grand jewel crate, and of course lastly the grand contract crate. So these are the few new crates that we'll be opening. I'm quite tempted to open the elite crates as well, but I think for this time I would save these crates and see how much contracts we can obtain from these like special crates or jewels. And for this video I'll be opening close to 10,000 crates, so it's one of the biggest opening sessions ever. I'll also be using some of my coupons. So as you can see, the total, if you add up my total crates, I don't have 10,000, but yeah, but I'll be using some of my equipment crate redemption coupons so that I'll back up some of my crates. And because I also want to get some of my kings to grand kings, I have to make sure to distribute this redemption coupon much more efficiently, so I will not have any leftovers or exchange too many of them until I really get a grand king, but I still have leftover crates to open. And without further ado, let's start opening some crates. And as per our tradition, I will open up the developmental crates, or these are the crates which are the family crates, architect's crate, and the investor's crate. Yep, let's start opening up our architect's crate first. So this time I'll open it up by hundreds from my previous like opening session of opening 10s, 50s, etc. I don't think there's much of a difference, so I would make it much more exciting, much more quick to open 100 at a time for my crates. And yes, let's start with the architect's crate first, and we'll be opening up 80 of these crates, and let's see our first 80 we will get any like grand contracts. This is standard. There's not even a single contract. Maybe a plain, yep, a plain contract. So yep, generally these like developmental crates, the chances of getting contracts are very low, similar to like Godfather's crates. Alright, next up we'll go for the investor's crate. We got 82 of this. Oh, it's the elite investor's contract, so that's not too bad. It's pretty worth the elite contracts. So let's move on to our family crates. And this family crates gives you both the architects and the investors contract. So let's see if we can get like either of these at elite or even grand. Open at 63 of these, and oh yep, as per usual, this kind of crates has a very low chance of getting you some contracts. So not a lot of high hopes for that. We'll move on to the kingpin crates, the normal equipment crates, and we'll start out with the lowest number of these crates, which is the 409, the melee crate. And yep, they have changed to Valkyra instead of the Madam crate. So yes, let's start opening up our first 100 melee crate. Let's go. Oh, this so far it's pretty bad, you know, like I've not gotten much good contracts, but let's not be too disheartened and open up the next 100. Wow, there's no rare contracts or whatever from these 200 crates, so based on our probability and even after some of my calculations of the new kind of separation, the normal equipment crate will give you a total of like a 1% chance of getting a rare contract. So if you open 200 of these crates, you should be getting about 2 rares, but I'm not getting any. But if the next 100, I'll get an elite, so it's kind of like stabilized, you know. Yep, it's an elite and it's kind of like stabilized, but we have to also consider that there's a 3% chance of getting an elite from a crate. So yep, this essentially isn't a very good crate opening for this 400, but we got our last 9. You never know what you get from 9 crates, right? Yeah, exactly, this is what you get for 9 crates. Nothing much. Let's just move on to the next crate and see if we get anything better, which is, yep, the detective crate. And let's start opening up our first 100. And yes, we got 1 elite right off the bat, so that's a very good sign. Next up, the next 100 will get 1 rare. Okay, that is also quite a standard chance of getting the contract. Now our third one, 300 opening, and it's back to the normal crappy kind of like materials. So we got another 240, so let's hope that we get a like grand. So far we have not gotten any grand contracts yet for this opening session. Next 100, let's go. Yep, this is a pretty bad opening again. Our last 100. Oh, 1 elite. Okay, that's still alright. 1 elite is still pretty good. So let's move on to our last 40 contracts, and we'll get 1 elite. So that's not too bad. We got a couple of elites here. And let's move on to our next equipment, which is the pens. 609. Let's open this like merciless rider crate, the pens crate. And once again, we have not gotten any grand contracts, and I hope to get one from this. We have 609 crates, so I assume we have got quite a good chance. So that's our first 100. And nope, this is a very bad opening. There's no rare, no elite whatsoever. Next 100 is okay, 1 elite. That's a pretty good start. Usually like the grand is a slow build up. We get a couple of elites, couple of rares first before I get the grand contract. So let's press on and take a look at the next one. Is the rare. Okay, alright, 1 rare contract is not too bad. Next one, we got another rare. Okay, it's quite standard. Okay, next 100 we'll get the, okay, it's the same same old, nothing, no contract whatsoever. And our last 100 we'll get something good from this. And nope, we got nothing good at all. Of course, we got our final 9 as usual, and you might not know what you'll get, right? So let's open 9. And this is exactly what you get. No contracts whatsoever, because opening 9 crates is like what? It's too few to open. So chances are plain contract, right? I guess that's a good like consolation price. Okay, our next one will be quite a high number. It's 1000, and it is the ranged crate. So I think from 1000 crates onwards, we get to see very exciting stuff. Usually we will get a grand, but from that previous opening of those 3 equipment crates, totaling up to 1000 plus, we didn't get any grand. So let's hope that this time we'll get a grand, right? So let's go for our first 100, and we'll get, oh, this is quite terrible. I'm not sure if they reduce the chances of getting like contracts doing this like Godfather equipment exchange, because I'm getting pretty bad odds for this time's draw. Next, this two grand range contracts. Oh my gosh, and one, oh my, I'm just like bubbling whatever I'm saying, and lost contract, lost control of my mouth. I don't, yeah, exactly, I'm not even sure what I'm saying, but there's 2 grand contracts. That's what I'm saying correctly. And 1 elite contract. We don't even see what's down below at the rares. We might even have like some rare contracts, right? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, and there's no rare contracts. I just trying my luck there. But yes, this is pretty good. 2 grand contracts is off what I've like dreamt about. It's impossible. But yes, let's go for the next one. It's a very, very good range equipment crate. Next 100, let's go. It's back to the normal. The previous one is just too splendid and brilliant, so the current one is just not good at all. So let's go for our next 100 again. Yep, exactly, 2 in a row is a bad draw, but I think the third one will be at least a rare contract. Oh my goodness, I think the previous draw was 2 grands. It was too great, so it's like giving me pretty bad opening for the crates, or for following like maybe a few hundred. So let's see for the next one. If that's the case, that will be a very bad crate again. And next 100 we'll get, okay, there's 2 rares. That's not too bad, honestly. It's not too bad. Next 100 again, 2 rares again. Okay, that's pretty good odds. 100 again. This is a standard, not very good crate, and 100, and we get another rare. So yes, you can see a trend that one rare, one contract. I mean 100, opening 100 for and getting one rare contract is not too bad, honestly. It's quite standard. So let's opening again. Oh, this is way below standard. There's no like rare contracts at all. And let's get the last 90 crates, which is you get one rare contract. Alright, that is right off the norm. This is a very good finishing for these range crates. So we got 2 grand contracts finally, and I'm excited to get even more grand contracts. So we'll be opening up the accessories crate now, 1913. So I'll be expecting about 3 to 4 grand contracts. And let's start opening our first 100. And our first 100 got us 1 rare. The next one would be 3 rares. Okay, that's a very good draw, 3 rares. Next 100 is yeah, ordinary one. 100 again. Okay, we got 1 elite and 1 rare. Okay, the elite is like building up for the grand. So for the accessories crate so far, we have noticed that you slowly build up, and once you get an elite, you kind of get a grand, right, for accessories. So let's open up our next 100 and get a grand. Exactly, this is what I'm talking about, you know. I think if you see my previous like crate opening video, for accessories I get a really good draw after an elite. So this time round I was right, and I got a grand and 1 rare. So just having like 1 grand contract is already 4 elites, and it makes it so much more awesome. So let's get on to the next 100 and see if the theory is also right, that your luck kind of like goes down because you drew something great, so the next 100 or 200 would be a bad draw. So let's take a look at our next 100. Exactly, see, this is what I'm talking about. This first 100 is a bad draw after that grand draw. And let's see for our next 100, and we'll get 2 rares. Okay, we are like, the luck is getting back up again. I think we will be on the road to elite and grand once again. The cycle repeats. Our next 100 we'll have, nope, the cycle is still on the low. Next 100, 1 grand. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just 1 grand is good enough. I don't even need an elite or a rare contract, but of course if you give me, I would happily indulge on some more contracts. Alright, our next 100, and knowing that we got a grand, the probability will be dipped again, so probably not be a very good draw. 100, okay, that's a 2 rare. Alright, that's still a pretty good draw, honestly. Okay, next 100, let's see. Yep, this is the one I'm talking about, the not very good draw. 100 again. Exactly, I guess there's a delayed effect. Okay, next 100 again, we'll see that we'll get 1 rare. Okay, this is standard. Next 100. Alright, 1 rare again. This is quite standard again. And now we are moving on to this like momentum of building up. So we got 500 crates. I think we can get 1 more grand, and also like probably like 1 to 2 more elite contracts. So let's take a look at our next 100. And oh, this is a quite terrible draw. So no worries, we still got 400 more, and next 100 we'll get, oh okay, that's not a good one again. 300 crates still good enough. Let's take a look at 100. That's right, that's what I'm talking about. You know, 1 grand contract and no elite or rare, but it's still good. It's 1 grand is still good. So we have hit the mark for the grand one. So we need 2 more elites, or you can just give me another grand for the last 200 crates opening. But as usual, the luck will dip after the grand contract. So I'm not really sure if I'll get even an elite contract, but rare contract, yes. Next 100. Oh, that's right, 1 elite contract. Oh, that is really good. That's really good. We just need this last 100 to get elite. Yes! Prediction was spot on. I was saying like 1 grand and 2 more elite contracts, and that was delivered. But hey, I got 13 more contracts, right? So let's see what 13 will get me. But as usual, you know that we will not get anything much. But 13 crates might prove me wrong, right? Let's open that 13. Nah, 13 crates won't prove me wrong at all. It's 13 crates. What can 13 crates give me, right? The tops crate. And we got 1960 for this. So I'll be expecting another 4 grands again. So let's take a look at our first 100. And yeah, this is a lousy one. So next 100 we'll get, oh, okay, 1 rare. It's a building up. It's a momentum again. Next 100. 2 rares exactly is a building up. So it's 1, 2 rares. Now this one is like 1 elite contract. So next one we go exactly 1 elite contract. It's a slow build up, 1 elite contract and 1 rare. So next up we'll get a grand. A grand contract is coming up very soon. I can just smell it right here. Yep, so let's take a look at our next 100. Okay, this is a slow like fallback, but it's alright, it's right. I can see the grand coming anyway. This 100. Okay, 1 rare. Okay, standard draw. Next 100. That's okay. Never mind. I won't be too disheartened, and I'll still continue opening the 100 crates now. Okay, 3 rares. 3 rares. So far it's pretty good. 3 rares. Okay, next 100. Oh, this tops crate doesn't seem to do me good, but next 100, let's go. Okay, 1 rare. Okay, don't give me too many of those other grand materials. I don't need those. I just need the contracts. 2 rares. Okay, 2 rares. Next 100. 1 rare. Alright, 1 rare, 1 elite, and 1 rare. Okay, this is a good build up. Maybe you continue building up to give me more grands. So far we'll need like 2 or 3 more grands, I hope. So let's take a look at our next 100, and we will get, okay, 1 elite. That's a very good start. Okay, next 100, let's go. And 2 elites. Wow, this is like combining all the elites together and give me 1 grand. And I'm not complaining about it. 1 rare contract, which is pretty good. 1 rare, 2 elites. And next 100 we'll go and see that we'll get nothing as per usual after a very good draw. Next 100, let's see, we'll get a 1 rare. It's a standard. Next 100, 1 rare again. It's quite standard. Next 100, 1 elite. Alright, we got 1 elite and 1 rare. We got quite a lot of grands from the accessories one, so why not get this grand from this like tops crate? So let's open this 100 and we'll get a grand. And we did get a grand. We got the watch, the grand watch, right? But 60 is a good number. It's not like 10 crates, so 60 is still possible to get a grand. Honestly, like speaking honestly, I think we can get a grand. Open the 60 now. Yeah, no grand contrast, but we got a grand, right? Okay, now we'll move on to the more juicy segment. Okay, because I have quite a lot of like legacy, godfathers and challengers crate, I think we'll open up the grand contract and the grand jewels first. Not as exciting, but we'll do it first. So let's open up the jewels crate first. I have 12 of these, and let's see if we can get like an elite or grand jewel. Let's go. Two rare jewels. Alright. Next up is the grand contract crate, and this is the most exciting, and I'm predicting that not very likely we'll probably just get a rare, at most an elite contract from 6. Yeah, so let's see what we get. Yeah, exactly, one rare, at most elite, but 6 crates, you can't expect much to get an elite, so rare is a good draw. Okay, now is the most exciting part. I'll open up the legacy crate first, followed by the challengers crate. And as you all know, legacy crate has the highest percentage of getting like grand, rare and above. So from 100, I'll be expecting like 1 grand, 2 grands, and even like 4 elite coins. Rare's probably like 5. So let's see if we'll get like, okay, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 3, 4, 5. 100 legacy crates. Let's go. Oh, finally, at least I saw a grandness. Okay, 1 grand, 1 elite. Still perfectly fine. And we still got our last 10. For legacy crates, 10 makes a big difference. So we might even get an elite. And let's take a look at these last 10. Plain. 10 planes. That is impossible. Okay, next up we'll open up the challengers crate first. I'm saving the Godfather's crate for last because I'm gonna hit that Forsaken Godfather's achievement. So I'm saving that for last. Let's open up the challengers crate first. We got 251 of these. And our first 100. Yeah, Challenger's crate has pretty bad probability, similar to like Godfather, so 1 rare is honestly decent already. Alright, next 100 we'll get, yeah, exactly, not even a rare, so yep, last 51. Okay, 1 rare, right, give and take. And yes, finally is the ultimate one, the Godfather's crate, 220 of those, and I'll show you my achievement. Yep, so this is what I meant. I am at 810, and if I open 200, okay, to be accurate, 190 Godfather's Crate without getting an elite and above, I'll get this really bad achievement. So let's hope that we don't get this, but I'm so close to getting this achievement already, so either way, I'm not sure what will happen. The best case scenario is they give me so many rares that you equate to like an elite or so. So our first 100. The best thing is, of course, I get a grand, right? I don't want that achievement reward, so let's see for our first 100 first if we'll break that record and reset that back to 0 or not. So let's open 100 first. Oh, it got reset and get an elite Godfather's contract. So I guess my achievement has been reset, and we'll see. I don't know how many months or even like maybe a year later where I'll gather about 1000 Godfather's Crate again. But yes, an elite is good. An elite Godfather's contract plus a rare. So honestly pretty happy about this. And we still got another 100. Might as well just give me a grand now, right? Since my achievement has been reset, just give me a grand contract now. Right, let's next 100, let's go. Just a fat luck. It's nothing, completely empty. Last 20, not expecting much from 20 Godfather's Crate. Yeah, exactly, nothing much. Okay, I've checked, and the thing is I need 5 more elites to get my grand accessories. So factoring in some luck, I'll attempt to get 5 elite contracts from 500 accessories crate. So for Grand King accessories, not Godfathers. Our first 100, let's take a look. First 100, 1 rare. Okay, let's start up slowly. Next 100. Oh, this is terrible. I think I might have exchanged 2 little crates. Next 100. This is getting pretty bad. Next 100, let's go. Okay, 1 rare again. Last 100. Oh, I didn't change enough crates for my kings. Okay, after checking, opening that previous 500 crates, I need 3 more elite contracts for my accessories. So let's hope 300 will give me 3 elites. Honestly, just give me 1 grand, then it'll be settled. First 100. Wow, that's a bad 100. Next 100. Whew, this is terrible. It's horrendous. Our last 100. Okay, just a grand. Just a grand will complete my set. I got nothing. Okay, let me exchange 300 more again. Replay. Like this didn't happen. This terrible 300 draws didn't happen. Okay, we got 300 again, and let's pretend that the previous 300 was all like a fluke, and let's start opening up these new 300 crates. First 100. Alright, 3 rares. That's a pretty good one. 3 rares. Next 100. Alright, 2 rares. Okay, it means we need about two more elites. Last 100. Oh shit, I don't think it's still enough to get my full set. Yes, I need 2 more elite contracts for accessories. So 200. Okay, let's just hope. I changed so many, I should get a grand, right? Just give me a grand now. Okay, first 100. Okay, 1 elite. Okay, I can work with that. I just need 1 more elite. Our last 100. Oh, completed. Okay, so I think I've opened close to 9,000. I think I still got some like redemption coupon, but I don't think I can complete any of my king set, so I'll be saving that for the next obscure weapons exchange, and I'll be tabulating my stats and showing you what are the differences. And so I'll quickly do up the stats and show you here right now. Hello, I'm back with my analysis, and as you have noticed, I've changed out the entire layout of my spreadsheet for the crates open and what kind of contracts you get from the crates, and I've separated them into 4 different categories. And the first category is development. So basically for development, they consist of those like architects crate, investors crate, and the family crate. So if you have not noticed, family crate is a new addition for my crates opening, and the family crate grand gives you from like plain to grand architects or investors items. So obviously it's under development. The second category would be kingpins, and these are the normal equipment crates you'll be getting from the respective kingpins. And the third category is legacy, because as we have realized, legacy holds the best percentages for you to get your contracts, and they might be the culprits that will pull up our total percentages of our contracts. So we want to make sure that we separate these special crates out. And of course, lastly is the special crates. And from what we have noticed, these special crates are the one that will give you like the worst probability of getting like contracts. And these are like the Challenger's crate and the Godfather's crate. So let's just take a look at this spreadsheet to see like how accurately our crates would give us based on what we open, and a more accurate description of the probability. So for this opening session, we have opened a total of 8,864. I have 300 crates open off screen to level up one of my equipments to Grand King, so I can exchange during these like obscure markets exchange. So that was a little bit after I've opened the 8,500 plus crates. And over at the total is I also have adjusted the compilation of all my crates into the respective categories. I've hidden quite a lot of like tabs here, so yeah, these are basically everything that we have opened. So let's take a look at what we have opened previously, and we have opened 8,864 crates. And just by looking at these like 8,000 plus crates probability, we notice that getting the rare contracts is not a 1% chance, but probably about a 0.6 to a 0.8% chance of getting rare contracts. The 1% chance is the getting either a grand, elite, or rare contract. So that's about 1% if we have a bigger sample size. So these are just like a varying like range. Weirdly enough, we can see that the developmental crates aren't as like behind as the kingpin, and to be honest, I would say that they are about the same as the kingpin crates. The chances of giving you like a rare and above contract. The only thing that is very different from the normal kingpin and developmental crates are the legacy crates and the special crates. As you can see, the legacy crates give us a way more rare and above legacy coins, and for the special crate, the Challenger's crate and the Godfather's crate gives us slightly fewer crates than usual, but this time our chances are pretty good because we got a rare Godfather's contract and quite a few like rare Godfather's contract. So this kind of like, I feel like it's not a very accurate description, but later we'll see the total amount and kind of like compare it much more accurately. I also realized that, I'm not sure why, but the Valkyria and the Detective crate always give us like a slightly lower percentage. Let's take a look at the total later, but right at the bottom here we have the contract crates, which are the Jewel crate and the Grand contract crate. So I already explained that I only will open the Grand crates here because if it doesn't give me like any rare and above contract, it will kind of like skew my statistics and give me more rares instead, which I really don't want that to happen. So we only have like Grand crates here for the contract or Jewel crates. So if we look at the total list, we can see a more accurate depiction of what crates will give us, and evidently the kingpin and the developmental side, there's at least about 1% chance of giving you a rare, elite, or a grand contract. And for the legacy crate, we can see that it's a 5% and above chance of getting a rare and above legacy coin, which is a whole lot higher than the rest of the crates. And obviously the special crate, it's only a 0.78 chance of getting a rare and above, and so far we have not even gotten a single grand contract for either the Challenger's crate or the Godfather's crate. So yeah, I think the crates that I opened speaks for themselves, which crates will give you better contracts. And I hope you guys enjoy this like really revamped statistical analysis of the crates that I've opened. I've opened a total of like over 28,000 crates, so this is really quite a huge number, and I'll not stop there. I'll continue opening. Maybe we'll reach 50,000, reach 100,000 someday, but yes, let's get on with this together, and I want to see how this progress. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again real soon.